Hello, and welcome back to the 100 game analysis of Guardian. Our last run was another win. We didn't swap because we were fighting Ironclad 1. We hit some pretty decent relics in Act 1, as well as getting enough to survive. Our path options in Act 1 were not great, but we were still able to manage, with this being our last campfire before taking on 3 elites and the boss. And basically everything worked out. A couple things I do want to cover real quick is the heart bonus, the start of run bonus, where I took the curse for the rare card. In retrospect, I'm not sure if that was actually correct, because it is very possible to low roll your curse and your rare card reward. We got very lucky with the construction form, obviously. I'm sure there's some other good hits in there, in that rare pool, but maybe it was a bit too risky a choice for a curse. That being said, we still won. And the other options weren't great either. Boss swapping with Ironclad 1 I don't like doing that because of the low roll opportunities. 3 energy boss relics such as like Black Star or I guess Tiny House and stuff like that. I guess a lot of those 3 energy ones make it very hard to get an early benefit until like right before the boss, and those benefits don't really help against Ironclad as much as the other bosses, especially whenever you're trying to snowball by taking elites. It makes it a lot harder to do that and get enough power by the end of the act. Sometimes it's viable, oftentimes it's not, so I didn't want to take the risk. Obviously, in hindsight, it would have given us Runic Dome, because it always gives you the first boss relic that you see in the relic reward screen on after the boss. I think it was Runic Dome first. Then it was like something else than Pyramid. So anyway, I think not boss swapping was correct. Our other option was transforming a card, which could also low roll into which I covered in the last episode. Sometimes there's just some bad cards to transform into early. Our last option was 7 max HP, so I kind of just glossed over that. Maybe that was the correct option, though. I think next time I get a bad set of options like that, I'll try taking max HP if that's, the least risky option, and then we'll see what kind of run that gives us. It's a pretty boring one, pretty boring option, to be honest. I have a hard time seeing how that benefits in Act 1, other than giving you just 7 more HP. I guess if you need to rest, then it's better slightly. But really, 7 max HP is not great because you're only healing for 2 more campfires. It's a 30% heal. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get into our 7th run. Already been sticking to this series for 6 episodes so far. I'm glad it hasn't been too difficult to get these out. Got another Tourmaline, which is cool. I'm fine with that after having so many dexterity and ward starts. Before we even look at the options, let's take a look at our map. Got a 4 elite route with the elite at the end, the burning elite, and another Ironclad 1. It's very interesting. Curse for random rare relic. This has an even higher tendency to low roll. Rare relics can range from extremely powerful with stuff like what is it called? Pocket Watch, to stuff like Unceasing Top. Unceasing Top is single-handedly made rare relic something I hesitate to take in so many runs. Transform a card is back. I'm still not boss swapping against Ironclad 1. Random Common Relic, however, can be very good. Usually Random Common Relic, even with the low rolls, you can get some kind of benefit by the second half of the act. So hopefully we get something that can give us benefit now, but I don't think this is going to be too bad. Bolster Rod? Okay. First time you play a power card each combat, gain 6 block and 1 strength. Based on the Hexaghost mechanic of Ghost Flames, the bolstering Ghost Flame does exactly this. I'm not going to go into Hexaghost mechanics, so if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just trust me when I say that this is exactly like Hexaghost. There is a part of the fight where you can play a power to gain block and strength. And the overall Hexaghost, because of that, it makes it a lot more feasible to take an early power. So if we find an early power that we want to keep, such as like future plans, I would have taken future plans already, but I'd probably even take it over a damage card now. Let's see, what are our bailout options? This is the latest campfire in the act again. I wouldn't hate hitting this, maybe. We got some good cards before then. I could see us taking this and then going down this slightly safer path to the shop and just one more fight. This could be a fight, though, so I guess that's something to keep in mind. Our other campfire options are kind of bad, but if we need a campfire here, we can flex to it instead of taking this elite. I'm willing to bet that taking the campfire over the elite is probably going to be the more likely option. Oh, and we get a good starting path to 3 fights and a shop to get us a free card reward that might have a rare. Alright, let's go. Get that Tourmaline in immediately. Upgrade the Twin Slam. Let's get going. I wonder, actually, if Tourmaline is the highest damaging option out of all the early gems. You could maybe make an argument for Strength, but I don't like socketing the Strength gem. I'm going to take 2 damage here intentionally. Jawworm can be a very devastating fight if you're not willing to take a little bit. I'm going to play Curl Up here. Okay, it hit a strike, which means we have a lower chance of hitting Hand Without Defense. If we hit Curl Up, and we did, that sets us up very well for this turn. Now we block for 20 and get another 3 Thorns. Like, look at all this damage. 11 damage from Thorns on floor 2. Obviously it's not consistent, but it's a lot. Nothing to pass up on. It's too early for Clone. Early planning is not terrible. And I don't particularly like taking a Piercing Hide this early. Maybe it could save me a bit of HP in a few of these fights. Maybe that's worth doing. This would be good for Ironclad, though. Well, we're not hitting any hard pull fights before these elites, so that might disincentivize me from taking a block card now. Okay, I think later on in the series we're going to do a little bit more experimenting with defensive builds to see if something like that can win rather than going for damage cards. But right now I'm going to stick with what I know, and we'll make more changes later as the series goes on. Alright, I don't think there's any reason to play Crawl Up here. I hope I draw 2 defense here. I'd be sad if I didn't. Okay, I drew 3, that's fine. Okay, and I can get those strikes back in 2 turns, the turn right before he leaves, which is good. I don't think I want to play planning here. Just in case it hits the attacks. And it would have hit strike. Okay, lots of damage here, maybe. Okay, he had 30 blocks, so not as much, but still was there. Wow. Yeah? Shield Charger is good, but Spheric Shield this early, like, that's insane. It's basically getting an Impervious. It's like getting an Impervious on Ironclad. You don't pass that up. Also, this comes with the Brace 20 part, which instantly puts you in defensive. Which means that you also get Blur. Not seeing anything too amazing here. Floating Orbs actually is kind of good. It's perfect with our Bolster Rod. It not only fuels it, but gives us a benefit that it can itself use. The Orb Slams being a 2 times attack for free. It's actually really tempting. I'm inclined to take Card Remove this early. Early Card Remove can be very good. But this Floating Orbs is also really good. It is also a block card. Yeah, I don't think I can pass this up. If I get another one later, I might be a bit sad, but actually maybe not, because this is still benefiting both, no matter how many of these I have. On sale charge core is the other thing I'm looking at. Don't think I need the potions, I'm not that desperate. Especially not with the spirit shield. I'll take the floating orbs. Early powers can be good in general, really. It's a good way to power up if you need to do so. I'm feeling like this next turn. Well, they're definitely both attacking. I'm pretty sure they always both attack on turn 2 because of the way these two go. However, they don't really attack that often in a fight. They're a lot more debuffing. If you get the small gray slime and the big green slime, they're way more aggressive. It's such a weird dichotomy that a fight like this, just changing up the type of slime can make the fight so different. This is the easy pool. Yeah, this next turn I think we just use this now. It's weird using this much block, but I do think it's the right play. If we drew 1 defend, we would have taken 7 damage here, because I would have been able to kill that. Okay, I'm fine with this. We killed the gray slime, actually. Cool. Evasive protocol? No thanks. We took the planning, so I'm a little bit less interested in this reroute. Or am I? The planning with the curl up is already 3 stasis slots already. And with floating orbs we already have a source of damage, although maybe not the greatest. I mean, after 1 turn it already becomes more worth than this reroute. Reroute basically is just 1 extra damage over, 3 extra damage over a strike, and 2 over Twin Slam, but Floating Orbs is already doing 6 damage. For essentially the same price, and that's at minimum. I think this early in the act, since we got such good cards, we can afford to skip a common attack like that. That isn't giving us much benefit. That's given us block. I'm going to full block here just because we don't need to sacrifice HP in this fight yet. For this reason. Alright, this will take a strike to kill. That will take more. Oops. Man, this Spheric Shield with this this boss relic, or sorry, this starter relic is way too much block. Can I get a Calibers? Ooh, multi-beam? That AoE is really, really good. Yeah, I feel like I would want that. It can also be a win condition if I so choose to make it one. It might be a little hard to get into stasis with our current stasis thing, so I think it's going to be mostly AoE. But it should be worth it after an upgrade. Priming Shot and Recover, not so great here, so I think we're going to stick with this. With a start like this, I am actually starting to think that we could take this triple elite before the campfire route. Hitting Spheric Shield's really bad. Because now we're not going to get it in time for the big attacks. That actually kind of hit us hard there. At least we'll have floating orbs. I don't know what kind of damage we're looking at here. I think I'm just going to play multi-beam like I planned to. And then maybe we can draw back to curl up if we're lucky. Getting curl up on the wrong turn also kind of hurts, because now I'm 2 HP away from defensive mode. If I play this, it goes to 28, so I technically only save 1 HP. Maybe that's worth it though, because I have Spirit Shield. And I'm going into defensive. Yeah, I'll just do this. Save me 1 HP, please. And I full block? Okay. 15? Okay, let's stay in defensive another turn, why not? Wasn't even needed. Alright, bit unlucky there. Revenge Protocol. Actually could be good here. The extra brace every turn, bracing 5 as opposed to the uncommon protocols, gets us back into defensive significantly faster. Also, we have Spheric Shield to get us into defensive whenever we need it for the extra strength. Honestly, I am just tempted to take it because it's a rare card, but it's probably fine too. In the Ironclad fight, it'll help as well. Walker Claw is a consideration, but it being common, I can always find another one. Possibly even upgrade it in a future act. Ancient Tea Set. That'll help with this elite fight, whatever it is. At least in theory. If I got that with multi-beam, that'd be amazing. Our next fight is either Lagavulin or Sentries, which I think we can handle both easily, especially with this energy pot. So I'm gonna just go for the elite. Okay, I think we do this immediately. 25 damage to everyone. Or we could block for 5. We have Gremlin Horn again? I didn't even realize. So if we do this, it takes it down to 14. Do we need 3 strikes? Okay, what if I do Twin Slam first, then Multi-Beam? That's 27. Which means it's at 12, and I would only need 2 strikes. This draw, though. We didn't get a great draw this turn. I do still feel like this is the correct play. Taking 10 damage here also makes it easier for us to hit the curl up. Also, we don't lose too much damage by playing Twin Slam. The recoil damage, the reflection damage from Thorns is pretty good. We did hit the 2 strikes. So do we maybe strike, planning, and then curl up the Spheric Shield to save it? It's an interesting play to be sure. Curl up would put us in defensive and block for the next 2 turns. Or rather block for this turn and next turn. But would it be worth it to put Spheric Shield into stasis? That 3rd turn after might be a little bit difficult. Actually, with Revenge Protocol, maybe I get back in time. Actually, I don't think we do. Actually, we have Gremlin Horn, so let's see if we draw it. We drew a defend. Okay. Well. Okay. Maybe we get a kill on this front one before it comes back to bite us. We just need, I guess, a couple attacks. Which we got. In fact, we got a kill. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Aquamarine. Could put that in Twin Slam, could put that in planning. We do have another campfire coming up. Oh, and we got Eternal Feather, so that heals us even more? That's great. The Aquamarine, huh? How much do I want in Aquamarine? It's good in planning. It can be okay in the Twin Slam, although I'm probably going to put it in planning. I think holding on to a gem right before our next elite fight, which could be Nom, might be a little bit too risky. And we'll have plenty of time to find another gem. Don't really want any of these. We're gonna stick with what we were doing before. Wow, okay. Hmm. Okay, well, we're only taking 11, so it's not terrible. Sorry, we're only taking 4. We have 11 block. Okay, we can even play Spheric Shield if we want. Play Revenge Protocol. Give us a couple extra strength. Then I can play Orb Slam here. Okay. 4 damage fight. I think we'll be able to maintain that. Oh, her protecting that is amazing, actually. Because if we hit Multi-Beam, which we were actually destined to no matter what. Okay. Fairy in a bottle? Okay, we're definitely going to be able to take this elite. And an early body slam is what you like to see here. Yes. Especially with Spirit Shield. Okay, drawing this early, not bad actually. By the time we redraw back to it, we'll need it. We could also intentionally use this fairy, but how much does it heal us to? 30%? It's 21 HP. So that means that we'd technically only lose 3 this fight. I wonder how much potion chance we have. We fought 4, 5, 6, 7? 7, fought 7 fights so far. We got the energy potion and these 2 potions. I think we're the only ones that we got. So 3 potions out of 7 means that we're at 50% potion chance. This would be great against Gremlin Knob, if that's our Burning Elite. But even against Ironclad, the turn 1 having this would prevent the vulnerable and make us take a lot less damage, as well as removing the weak from the first cycle. Ideally, I'd want Curl Up to hit Orb Slam here. So I think I play Defend first. Okay, we hit Ascender's Bane as usual. Do I want to draw back into this? I don't think so. I don't want to take damage this fight if I can avoid it. We don't have to use the fairy. Okay, Defend and Strike, I'll just use the planning here. I could also use the Ancient Potion to keep all our thorns. Maybe that's worth doing. Certainly an interesting play. But we are going to the defensive next turn, so... I mean, if we're safe, we might as well just not do it, right? Alright, give us something, give us a good hand. Good hand to use the damage, yeah, alright, perfect. Our thorns are back. Oh, I should cover this, actually. While in defensive mode, you have 3 thorns, right? We have 8 more from our Twin Slam. If we were to have just the 3 thorns from defensive, and use this to try and keep the thorns when we leave defensive, it doesn't work. Unfortunately, it doesn't count as losing. Unfortunately, losing the thorns doesn't count as a debuff for some reason. Maybe it's for balance reasons with this character, but you're not able to keep the thorns from defensive, or from any of the protocols either. I can't use this to get rid of. Sorry, to keep the strength from our protocol. Honestly, I think that kind of sucks. I would like to see that changed at some point. But you know, that's just me saying that I'd like it. I have no idea whether that'd be balanced in reality. Okay, we almost had a kill here, but we're safe. So 0 damage fight. Very nice. We didn't get a potion, which is great because we didn't use one. Fragmented gem. No thanks. Another planning, incinerate. Incinerate could be good. Starting to get some accelerate this early with Spheric Shield and Body Slam. You want to get the cards out on the right turns. That being said, it's still early. I don't know if I want to be taking another 1-cost common with 3 energy. If I was on 4 energy, I'd probably take it, but I'm not. So I think we're going to skip it again. And we do not need to rest. I think I definitely want an upgrade here of some kind. Multi-beam was, I think, what I said before I wanted to do, and I think I'm going to stick with that. 50-50 to hit sentries, and if they're, like... Well, they're going to be super sentries, so getting the extra damage down could help. Although, actually, if they're regen, it would be really bad, because they'll heal up most of the damage. Maybe it'd still be fast enough, though. It probably would be. If we got regen sentries, I'd probably use this to keep our Thorns from Twin Slam. I don't think any other cards need an upgrade right now. Maybe Floating Orbs or Body Slam. Those are going to get upgraded eventually, but I'm not doing it now just in case we hit Snecko Eye, because I think I want to take Snecko Eye. Maybe not, actually. If I don't want to take Snecko Eye, maybe I take the Floating Orbs upgrade instead. Energy upgrade versus damage. I think we gotta stick with the damage. Especially later, this upgrade is gonna stay relevant all game. So, okay, it's max HP sentries. I use this now. Seems kind of excessive. Kind of a terrible hand to draw with our Ancient Tea set set up. I guess if we draw Body Slam next turn, we get an insta-kill, but that's like a... What is that chance? 5 and 12? 41%? 42%? It's really, really low. It's kind of sad, honestly. Because this blocks for 35, and if we played another defend, that'd be 40. And then by the next turn, we'd have 40 again, because we get 10 block from defensive and lose 10 here, so it'd be the same amount. It feels excessive. I'm going to just do this. I could have played Spheric Shield and 2 Defense for AoE damage with our letter opener. I had thought of that. I didn't want to do it. Wow, we got Body Slam too. Amazing. Save HP and do damage. Sometimes you're just gonna get unlucky. I did say I could keep the Thorns. That seems like a smart idea. But maybe not necessary. We have our multi-beam coming up, which would be 24 damage. So I need to do 8 here, which I can do with 1 Twin Slam. I can play Twin Slam, defend Revenge Protocol. Get our multi-beam to do damage, and then get the Gremlin Horn proc next turn. Yeah, it just doesn't feel necessary right now. And as for who next we're going to go for, we're doing 24 damage next turn. This is 30. I don't think we're getting a kill on this, but we could get a kill on this. Especially since it's attacking when we have Thorns. We'll go for this next. I don't 100% know which one to go for. Second, when you're ahead of the game like that, but... It looks like we made the right decision. We're going to go into defensive again here. I guess I could have done that first to get strength, but I don't think it was very necessary. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna do this, and it kills itself with thorns. We're gonna get our strike back next turn. Maybe get one more, hopefully. Oh right, got one more. Well, that's fine, we only needed the card draw anyway. Okay, that wasn't bad. Well, I don't think we need Explosive Pot anymore. Our last fight was Gremlin Gang. I think we can handle Slime Gang pretty easily, actually. Garnet. Ooh. Perfect one to put in Twin Slam. Even though it has Thorns, it's kind of a weird combo. I think it's still worth doing. We could also double down on the Thorns if we wanted, but I think this Garnet is going to be so strong. If we can manage to put it we're going to put it into Stasis for Ironclad turns. That'd be great too. Am I sure I don't want this? This could also be a fight. This is our first question mark. I think the chances of it being a fight are like 30%. Then we have like a 50% potion chance here. Oh wait, no, we have one here, and then we have another one here. Do I really want to try and hold this for the boss? I feel like I'm definitely holding this fairy. This does only last for one turn. Or like the first cycle, I guess. It only matters for the first 2 turns. Tough decision. There's a decent chance I find a potion that's just as good, if not better than this. So I think I'm going to take this for safety, just in case this is a fight somehow. Yeah, I do think that I want to take this instead, because it's just safer. Remove a card? Yeah, okay. We're going for a body slam deck, so we want to keep the defense more than the strikes anyway. And free card removes are very nice. Wow. This is certainly a turn 1 where you draw all your good cards. I guess we do Spheric Shield just to stay with just to keep enough block for next turn. And body slam does 35 damage, you know. Okay, well, getting floating orbs in stasis is not ideal, but probably doesn't matter ultimately. It's like 6 damage, I guess. Get this defend into stasis since we don't need it anymore. Okay. That was still a pretty low amount of damage, honestly. It's probably because we drew all of our good cards turn 1. But you know, it's fine. Walker Claw's back. Still don't think we want it. Getting it on the turn that we're in defensive with Revenge Protocol is pretty difficult. Especially whenever our biggest defensive mode entry is Spheric Shield, which also costs 2. I think we skip. Let's see what's in the shop. Maybe a good shop relic? Dona's Washers? That's certainly tempting with the turn 1s we've been having, but I also already have Ancient Tea set. So sometimes one of them is going to be, like, useless. You could also buy a Tama Beam for AoE. Repulsor, actually, is really good. It's a good investment for later, and it will solve... Solve? Solve might be a strong word. It will definitely help with this fight. So yeah, we got a Tama Beam we're looking at, Repulsor, card remove. Bag of Marbles is also really good. But I guess that also depends on the draw. Like, it'd be really good with multi-beam. But I guess with the lower attack density in the deck, for body slam stuff, it's not as good. I think for consistency's sake, we take these two. This can be good for Act 2, but an exhausting card in Ironclad is a little bit hard to justify. So yeah, we're going to go with this. Do I get rid of another strike here? Do I really? I think so. I think with this variable will be fine. Maybe I spoke too soon. Can't even do damage this turn. I could have used Explosive Pot to get this, but now I can't. Oh wait, yes I can. Yes I can. Because guess who has Letter Opener? Okay, that was worth keeping. Okay. Alright. Good fight. Save 4 HP doing that? I think it was still worth. Maybe more even, if it had attacked again this turn. Okay, we got a better potion, so that was worth doing. Whew, okay, Charge Core. It's an exhausting card, but, you know, it can't hurt. Extra draw is a little weird, but I guess, it's still okay. Alright, I think I am inclined to take this. We're gonna see if we can win this. Okay. I think Distilled Chaos is a little bit premature. If we hit Spheric Shield, we're going to be kind of sad, even though the next turn hits hard. Like, if we hit Body Slam with it, it's also kind of sad. I think this turn is perfectly fine as is. We just Charge Core, defend, maybe? Defend? Yeah, defend. And then hopefully we hit Multi-Beam. Okay, we hit Strike, that's still fine. In 2 turns it'll come back out. Okay, we got Spheric Shield Body Slam together, which is awesome. But also I kind of wanted to play Revenge Protocol, so maybe it's not so awesome. I think we're doing this no matter what. We need the block. I had a feeling. Oops. We have 1 wound already. We're going to draw all 6. We still have 19 brace, so by the time we get to curl up, it'll still be fine. I think we do the damage here. It's 20. It's hard to pass up on that. Yeah. Oh boy, okay. I think now is the time we use Distilled Chaos, because even if I defend, we're using the Fairy here. I would like to use this on a better turn. Let's hope we hit a block card. We did. I played the defend first in case we hit Body Slam, but really it hit Multi-Beam instead. Alright. Damage. Okay. Curl Up puts us in defensive mode, which is good for Body Slam. play everything, but I guess not the strike. Alright, let's take this risk. We had planning, that's fine. Okay, getting Twin Slam back on the attack turn in a couple turns is good. This is way too much block. $17, 7, 8. Wow. Well, not much we can do here. This is just gonna have to happen like this. I wonder if this procs defensive on the first hit, even with Fairy. Let's find out. It does. Which is great. Because now we can play Body Slam. For 9 damage? 9 and 7 and 7 is 23. Okay, we made it. I'm gonna have to remember this for later, because if I hadn't gotten that Fairy in a bottle, we would have lost. Although I guess if we hadn't, we would have rested here. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I guess that means we wouldn't have died. That's good, because, it's good because it means that I don't think that I screwed up that act. It's important to me not to feel like I won just through sheer luck. It kind of makes the run feel a bit sour. But I think we played well. Maybe a little bit dubiously with our setup. Our main damage source was Body Slam. Maybe multi-beam a bit. I think overall, with Repulsor especially helping out, even though it didn't for the first part, I think we still did well enough. So, I'm definitely eyeing up Time Sifter. It finally might be Time Sifter's time to shine. Because like I said earlier, I did want a source of Accelerate with our current stasis setup. It felt like everything was coming out too slowly. Time Sifter would be the perfect card to address that. Onyx is possible. There's a lot of debuffs in the game, so I could put that in like planning. It's a little strange though. I could put it in Twin Slam to keep 2 Thorns, but again, that's strange, and I want to put the Garnet in there instead. I think this is an unironic Time Sifter. Time Sifter, congratulations, you're finally in. If you haven't been here for the whole series, this card has been trying to get into my deck for several episodes, and it's never been good, but now it's here. We've removed 2 strikes already, so this Pandora's box is a little bit worse. That being said, Pandora's box is still generally a very good card. Relic. I can't keep names of anything straight while I'm trying to commentate. I'm just gonna call everything the Thing. This Thing is good for our strike and defend things, transform all of them into another thing, and so on and so forth. Wandervots is an energy relic that costs us 2 stasis slots. Definitely not doing that with our planning, and our charge core, and of course our curl up. Fusion Hammer actually seems perfectly fine. We got upgrades on multi-beam and Twin Slam. The weirdest part of Fusion Hammer would be like Downfall, because you immediately get put into a campfire. But we haven't recalled yet, so it would also mean that we could we could just recall this campfire and be fine with it, rather than healing for what? We have 16 HP, so that's like 48? No. 56. So 3/4 of 56 is 42. We'd heal for 42 HP, and then we'd have 14 left, so we'd be resting for 14. That's not terrible, actually, but... Oh, wait, we also have a Eternal Feather, so that is actually pretty bad. We'd be losing 9 there? So we'd be healing for 5. Yeah, that'd be great. In Act 3, that gets even more awkward because we won't have the ability to recall anymore. Or maybe we get lucky with one of the other campfire action ones. Guria, Toke, with the peace pipe. What's the third one? Oh yeah, the shovel. And then there's also the common relic that mines for gems. Pick of Rhapsody. Yeah, I think this is a pretty easy fusion hammer. Maybe in some world Pandora's box is good, but I think we need energy more than anything right now. Especially with 2 removes. Transforming 6 cards is a little bit sad. 7 is like what makes me really feel good about it. Maybe I should adjust for the fact that like not feeling really good is still okay. So we have 96 gold right now, and if we go to a shop, we're gonna get robbed for 15 of it, so we'd be down to 81. So unless we somehow got gold from an event, we wouldn't have enough for like even a card remove. And like the only way to hit this shop is also to hit this earlier shop. So we can't even take fights before it. Both of these paths are question marks. So unless we got lucky, we hit a fight and we high rolled the gold to be either 19 or 20, which is like a 18% chance on top of the 30% to hit a fight. It's like 5.4% to get enough for even a card remove. I think we either start here or here and then just go down this path and then decide what to do from there, because I'm not taking this left side path. There's 2 campfires, 0 elites, and then an end of act shop, which is okay, but I think we might be better off saving our gold for Act 3. Because, like, what does this even give us? 3 fights, 4 fights, 6, minus 1 is 5, that's 75 gold. So yeah, we'd have like 170, and that's like on average. It could even be lower, like 160. So yeah, not going that way. So it's going to be one of these 2 paths going down here. So it's just a question of whether I want to take another fight for a hard pull here or just keep it easy. It's probably not that big of an issue which one to take. I could spend a lot of time trying to figure it out. But I also want to like save it. I also want to save time in these episodes. I don't want to nitpick every last thing. So I think I'm going to go with what I know, and then maybe in a future episode where we have to figure it out, we'll do it. But here, I'm just going to... Right. Not going to rest, we're going to recall. Event? Okay, so another part of Downfall is if you hit this guy twice and don't kill him on your first visit, he buys protection, which is 2 Centurions. Oh man, look at all this energy. Amazing. 35 block, 41 block. So about Centurion AI, I'm not sure how they work exactly. I don't know if they do their Berserk 3 times hit because the Mystic isn't here, or if they stick to defending each other because there's more than one of them. Either way, this is a little bit scary, not knowing. We don't need Repulsor this fight, so we're definitely playing these 2. But I do think we want to get both of them low without killing. That being said, we can still just focus 1 for now. And then if they do a 3 times attack, we'll be ready. Okay, this would kill. So I'm going to attack this right now. I guess I could do this. Take 1 damage. Is there any need to do that? He would have 10 HP left, which is not enough with just one attack. Or for just the thorns. So I'm going to do this and just take a 1 damage. Okay, they do block for each other. That's good news for us. Okay, another thing about their AI is that their block turns are what get turned into the 3 times multi-attack turns. And they can't block twice in a row. So if I kill this guy, he'll block himself, but then he'll do a single attack. I think that's good enough for us. Because I don't want to have to deal with this guy attacking again. Oh, also we have Gremlin Horn. Okay, blocks himself. I thought you couldn't block twice in a row. Hello? Whatever, we still get the kill. Thankfully. Alright, I learned something today. I'll be more careful about that in the future. This looks like a bug. Floating orbs? Hello? That or the old beggar is obviously very dazed. That's funny. I could gain 100 gold right now and head to the shop, but I think removing 2 cards is a lot better. Goodbye. This guy. Alright, let's move on. We played both the defense for letter opener. Do I want floating orbs more? I think I do. Let's get all of our block for next turn. Especially since we're going to be frail. Matters a lot more. Oh, is it just dead? It's just dead. Okay. That's good. Ooh, interesting. Sentry Blast. Source of Weaken. And even some damage. I don't think we need it, though. Honestly, I don't think we need any of these. Harden could maybe... You could maybe make an argument for Harden, but... that's not what we're going for here. We want to just prioritize our 4 damage cards we have. Maybe pick up another one along the way. I'm glad I took an event here, but maybe this would have been one instead. Let's see what we get here. Get the library event. Again, we don't need to heal, so definitely want to take a card of some kind. We got 5 gems in this pick of 20. Might be a downside to keep in mind for future library events. You're very likely to get gems. Although maybe sometimes it's an upside. Also, you have to take a card here, huh? Well, I guess first things first. I don't want any of the gems, so that narrows it down to my 5. Time capacitor, we don't need, even though I was a little bit low on... even the last fight, we filled up the entire stasis slots without... And we actually went over because we had 2 from Charge Core, Curl Up, or whatever was happening there. No, we got Planning and Charge Core, and then we couldn't play Curl Up to put with the stasis, but that's fine. Orb Walk is too risky. Repulsor, don't need a second one yet. Alright, our Act Boss is Watcher, so it's still a 1 in 3 chance to hit Hermit. There's a second multi-beam here. I actually wouldn't be opposed to a second multi-beam. Second multi-beam means that we have a higher chance of putting one of them into stasis with Planning, or even with Curl Up. And Source of AoE is always nice whenever you're low on attacks. So if we were to lean into that route a bit, I could see that being very good. Especially since multiple multi-attacks. Multi-attacks? Multiple AoE attacks can be really good for consistency. If you have a deck of 30, if you have a deck with Giga Beam and you're going to fight slavers, you don't want to have that be one card out of 30. You want that to be like one card out of 20, or maybe even 15. If you get that early, it might as well be 15. No to Refracted Beam, no to Recover. Vent Steam is okay, but not necessary right now since we have Twin Slam. It still depends on the draw order, but I think it's still okay as is. Don't need to take a common that costs 1. Don't need the gems, don't need Reroute or another Charge Core. Temporal Shield could actually be okay. I can see that being really good. Crystal Ray could be okay, but we only have 2 gems, so that'd have to be late game. I don't really want either of the powers or the raw attack, so it's either between Temporal Shield or Multi-Beam. Temporal Shield could be really good for getting our Body Slam. Oh wait, no, it only draws 1 and we have Fusion Hammer, so I couldn't upgrade it. That also means I can't upgrade the Multi-Beam if I took it. It's a very important consideration. It's very weak as a not upgraded card. How often can we even get stuff into stasis if I took Temporal Shield? That would be another question. Maybe I could take another Charge Core, actually. Take that and draw even more cards a turn. We have 4 energy for it. Getting the combos in hand is what's really important. So this definitely turned out less than ideal. But you know, it's a library event, you have to take it. Unless you really need the HP. We don't. I don't think I would have breasted ever with 6 HP missing. Pre-program's kind of in a weird boat too, because we have excessive stasis already. I haven't actually taken any additional block cards since Spirit Shield. So I'll take the 1 Temporal Shield. Worst thing about Ascension 17 is the birds take 4 hits to take down. That really just speaks for itself. Oh no, we're getting attacked for 9 and actually taking damage. Oh wait, no we're not. Okay, so we need to do a little math here. We've got Twin Slam coming up, hopefully next turn. And maybe Charge Core. This would be 7, and then, no, this would be 8, and then 12, and then this would be 16. 8, 12, and 16, and we're doing 12 now. So a bunch of even numbers. 8 and 12 is 1 short here. 16 is also 1 short of these two. So that sucks. They're not going to be attacking next turn, so the Thorns won't matter either. If we were to draw it anyways. If we did draw it on the next turn after, that'd be really nice. Okay, I think we hit one of these. I think that wastes the least amount of damage. 8 will go here, and then the other 2 hits will be vulnerable. 12 and 16. Yeah. There's also Spheric Shield. Oh, but we have a Gremlin Horn, okay. Yeah, we'll just do this, and we'll go into defensive. Next turn we'll have all the block we need. And I guess Body Slam's coming out in 2 turns. Doesn't matter though, Multi-Beam is back. Cool. Amethyst. Could have been a Twin Slam. Could have had the same one as last game. Guardian Whirl. Maybe that is our second source of AoE. Maybe. Although, the condition is not easy right now. It would be basically just Spheric Shield. 20 block is no joke. I really wish this had the condition of the boss card variant where you only need 10 block. But maybe that would have been too strong. I think Amethyst is a bit of a weak pick here with planning. Although maybe it's not. Unlike in Twin Slam where a ward could get up to 7 block apiece, and it would take 4 times multi-attack for it to break even, Amethyst only takes a 2 times multi-attack to be better. Actually, this would be better after 4 hits, but this would be better after just 2. And you know, that also works for AoE fights. It's like almost impossible to get a multi-enemy fight where at least 4 enemies are attacking, or you're getting hit for 4 times. I think the only multi-enemy fight that hits multiple times is Darklings, and Act 4 obviously can do so as well. The Act 4 elites. Maybe this isn't so bad. Well, but now that we're here, we have to figure out our pathing. The left path still seems terrible, so I guess we can just go here and sock it immediately. Although that means that we do waste time resting, which really sucks actually. It's not like I can help it though. All the elites are on the right side, and I want to go that way. Do we take the Amethyst, or do we I don't like waiting for a Quartz is very likely. The Quartz drawing 1 card. If it happens, I don't think I'd be too sad anyway, so let's just take the Amethyst and socket it. I think we break the Emerald here for better body slams, better block in general. Although, 1 strength, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. Oh, and floating orbs. Ooh, floating orbs with an extra strength and vulnerable. That actually gives 2 extra damage when vulnerable. And we're full health. Maybe we don't need the extra dex right now. All our shops are here, here, and on the left, so there's only 3 shops per act maximum. I think we do the strength. Then we rest because we have Fusion Hammer. And we want to go left here. Okay, yes, please. Ancient Tea Set, Bag of Prep, amazing. Where is my multi-beam? I guess this is just what we're doing here. Maybe we get Body Slam next turn. Although I am weak now, so does significantly less damage. 29? That's still pretty respectable, actually. This would do 18. 29 is 47. Okay, so this is 6, 9, 29. These are 38 together. I think I did my math completely wrong, because 42 minus... Wait, no, I added these. 42 minus 29 is 13, though. This would only need 1 multi-beam hit. I'm trying not to waste damage here, but I don't think it's possible. Maybe that's fine, though. Maybe we use Gremlin Horn here. Yeah, let's do that. Then we'll go for you next, I suppose. Let's, kill this, I think. And we full block. Definitely want Repulsor over Revenge Protocol here. We're not even close to defensive. Probably not going to go in again, honestly. Yeah, check this out. Is that a 0 damage Slaver Spite I saw? Oh my gosh, Vajra. Okay. Yeah, don't need any of these. Keep going. Rest again, because... Question mark. Oh boy. Wheel of Change is back. Give us something to do at campfires. Oh boy, another full heal. Yeah, I'm fighting you over this. There's no way a sneaky gremlin on an op could do damage to me, right? This is 54 damage. I have a gremlin horn proc as well. There's a decent chance I get... There's a 50-50 I get body slam. At least, actually, so I'm gonna do this. Draw it now, even. Close enough. We're gonna have enough damage next turn, so now like a 5 and 9. We got it. Alright, easy fight. Give me my money and my wheel. Let's go. Was definitely hoping for multi-beam, but I always am, really. Let's see. This would be a lot of damage I could just hit this guy for. Let's do it. Let's get a Gremlin Horn proc. There's multi-beam. Put these into stasis and play floating orbs. I have so much strength right now. I could technically kill Sneaky right now. I think I'm going to. Just because I need to. Okay, 10 and 15 is enough. Let's get Repulsor into stasis, maybe? Nope. $16 times 3. Looks like it's going to be an energy potion here. 16 times 3, try 6 times 15. I just realized I had thorns. Maybe that could have killed without. Oh well. Charge up plus. Very interesting. Couple extra strength and extra block over multiple turns. Gives a little bit more consistency that we're looking for. Usually this unupgrade is pretty underwhelming, but now it's very good. At least in my opinion, I think I'm going to do it. Have we hit a rare yet this act? Doesn't look like it. Could be attacking for a lot next turn, so if I could do Time Sift or Charge Up, that'd be enough to give me 16 block. That sounds safe. Wasn't needed, apparently. But, you know, couldn't hurt. Do I want to risk this? I think I want to do this first, then curl up. Then we temporal shield? Okay, everything is too expensive. Could I go into defensive, please? Would like to not die. Thank you. Let's do some damage. $36. Twin Slam is right there. Can't even go into defensive in time. Alright, first damage of the act. It's all good. Alright. Vexing Draft, not my favorite potion, but we can make it work. Definitely don't need future plans here, I don't think. I don't think Shield Charger is amazing either, but maybe it's still worth it. Yeah, the consistent block. Alright, I'll take it. I have Ceramic Fish too, that's funny. Alright, let's get our rare. Let's go this way. Amp up our chances a little bit before we hit the elite. Oh boy. After we become frail, we get 7 block next turn. 7 plus 2 is 9. We'd have to block for 15 while frail, so we'd need like 20 block. Let's do Spheric Shield. And we'll do this. We're gonna see if we can hit Body Slam this turn. We did. And we hit it with Vulnerable. Which means it's dead. Don't need these as well. Alright, let's just get some damage down. Don't need to put anything into stasis here. Eight Thorns. Very nice. Planning with the 1 gem is doing something. Take only 3 instead of 9. Go into defensive for next turn. Maybe we get Body Slam again. You may notice that we're cycling through our deck like really fast. This is kind of our current strategy. Centennial Puzzle's great. Spiked Energy Drink is actually pretty good too. With a Repulsor and Spheric Shield. Maybe not that good, because it always muddles 2, and when it muddles a 1 cost, it gets more expensive sometimes. It can only muddle up to 2 cost, not up to 3. So it's still 50-50 even on 1 cost, but I'd rather not, to be honest. Would I rather want to take those though? I don't know. Still no rare. I guess that's what I get for taking so many question marks at the beginning. And by so many, I mean 2. We got 1 here. I didn't even take any shops. We skip the Incinerate again. It's really just a question of whether we take Spiked Energy Drink. I don't think we need Vexing Draft, so I think we'll use this in case we're desperate. It can high roll a 1 cost into a 0. I just personally haven't seen it. If I play a power here, I block for 8. which means I take 6. It's not enough to go into defensive mode. This blocks for 14 though. And 2 more is 16, so I only take 7 instead of a lot of damage. Yeah, let's just play the cards that give us block. Yeah, we'll go into defensive next turn, I guess. And then we'll have a lot of block by the time Body Slam comes out. This will give us a lot of block too, in theory. Yeah, goodbye. Gambler's Brew probably better than Spiked Energy Drink, maybe. Or maybe it's better than, yeah, it's better than Explosive. Second Body Slam, that's what we're looking for. Alright, now we've got our damage system. Very consistent. We got a deck that's small enough that it looked like it came out of Act 1. I'm putting Shield Charger in. This is kind of a weird turn. Maybe this would be a turn for Gambler's Brew just to get everything in play early. But then again, we have enough block that we probably don't care. Let's do some damage. Drawing both Body Slams turn 1 is sad. We're going to save the Spheric Shield. Landing and Time Sifter is happening. Okay, we got a good card. Probably our best draw, to be honest, yeah. Alright, now our Multi-Beam comes out at 9 damage plus our 3 strength. Alright. One more turn and then the big Divinity attack happens. Thankfully, I think we're going to have more than enough damage to be able to deal with it quite nicely. In fact, why don't we go into defensive right now? No. We have Body Slam coming out in 2 turns. Yeah, we want to stay out of defensive until next turn. Oh, and Spirit Shield will be coming out on the same turn? That's amazing. Okay, you might be in Divinity, but you're not doing that much damage. Not on my watch. 36? 37. Oh, shoot. She's intangible this turn. I can't do damage. Who am I trying to kid? Okay, this is a lot of cheap cards. That means I can finally get Repulsor into play. And by in play, I mean out of my hand. Okay, Body Slam's back. That means I can play this. Go back into defensive. And then we'll still have enough block for next turn, when she's finally out of intangible. How much damage are these? A lot. Okay, good act. Time Sifter number 2. No. Stasis Engine takes a while to get online. I don't think we need it. In fact, this might just be a skip. As weird as that sounds. Or we can take a second Time Sifter just to get it one in play more consistently early on. I don't think it's that important, though. However, Time Sifter does like things that like to stay in stasis, such as our Shield Charger, Charge Up, our Laser Turret. I don't think they're necessary, though. I don't think any of these are. Like, really the only zero-cost cards we have on the first cycle are Floating Orbs and Planning. So unless we were able to get something, unless we were able to get like 2 stasis cards out on the same turn, not including these or this, we're not going to be able to use Stasis Engine at all. This would be like a greedy play. It'd be the kind of play you take. It'd be the kind of thing that you take if you wanted to higher ceiling on your power, but it's going to hurt our power floor. What I mean by that is a power ceiling is like the highest amount of power that you can hit, and a power floor is like your worst amount of power that you'll have. Making your power floor worse will get you killed a lot. Yeah, I don't see a reason to take any of these. It's a skip. Okay. So now we have the option to take a 5th energy or tiny house. Slaver's Collar is looking real nice right now. The 5th energy will definitely help on the first cycle, especially on turn 1. I guess we have Ancient Tea set most of the time, huh? Especially going right into Act 3, we'll have Ancient Tea set ready. So the 5th energy is a little bit worse, but then again, you know, drawing 7 cards on turn 1 is pretty. It's pretty. It requires a lot of. It requires a lot of energy. Multi-beam always likes energy as well. That's probably a compelling reason to take it, especially since whenever we get into the boss gauntlet at the end of the game, the Act 3 bosses plus Act 4, the extra damage from multi-beam can be very nice. I think we're mostly relying on Body Slam, though. We don't have a potion slot open. I guess like the biggest thing that Tiny House gives us is a random card upgrade, which we haven't been able to do with Time Sifter. My gosh, Fusion Hammer. It has a lot of good hits. Like Curl Up would be good. Spheric Shield, Floating Orbs. Any of the Body Slams, Repulsor would be good. A Time Sifter I would actually be fine with since it would become an 8. Temporal Shield would be okay. Shield Charger would be okay. It has a lot of good hits. That being said, that's only one aspect of it. We'd be getting a potion, which we'd have to trade out one for. I guess that's fine with our spiked energy drink. We don't really need that. We get 50 gold, 5 max HP, and a card reward. I'm not sure how it works. I think we'd actually finally get our chance at a rare. Since we didn't hit one in the act, so that would be funny if we actually got a rare card. That being said, our deck is already pretty good, so we don't even need the rare card, I don't think. I don't even know what we could hit that would be good. Another Spirit Shield, maybe? Another Spirit Shield, Exploit Gems would be at least okay. Giga Beam is probably good with our deck. There's a few good things. But we just saw a boss reward that had nothing we wanted, so that doesn't bode well. I don't think we want Runic Dome because we have a lot of control over our block, and we want to be able to go into defensive on command in order to use our Body Slams correctly. I think we just take Slaver's Collar. And here is where I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in just a second. I'll be back and I'll be fresh for Act 3. And we're back. Alright. Our Act 3 boss is, in fact, Defect. So that means that we won't be fighting Hermit this game. Or rather, Hermit buff Niao. So one Repulsor should be fine for the late game. Yeah. Biggest thing to keep in mind about Defect 3 is that turn 2 is a big deal. As long as we draw Spheric Shield that turn, we should be fine. But you can't really guarantee that. I guess turn 1 would be fine too, because of defensive mode, keeping block. Other than that, though, our block game is not too strong. Maybe if we're able to hold on to Gambler's Brew through the whole act, we'll be good. Or at least a lot better off. There's a 3 elite path going on the right side. And I can hit a shop to kill the merchant. I might have to sacrifice this one to get the merchant, but that should be worth it anyways. gonna go here. Both of these paths are the same. Getting an extra question mark. You know what? Extra events in Act 3 are especially good. Spin the wheel. Relic. Interesting. Would I want something better? I'm hitting 3 campfires on the way and then 1 in Act 4. That might be better to wait. Maybe I get gold. Maybe I get a card remove. I don't feel full heal would be very good. I can always hit the relic again if I miss. So it's like a 50-50. 50-50 over 3 campfires is a 1 in 8. To completely miss, I think it's worth waiting. And I'm just going to use this now. We're going to rest because that's the only thing we can do. Okay, so they're all buffing? Okay. We're going to want to kill this one quickly. With any luck, we'll be able to do our 29 damage here. That's enough. Maybe I can even get one of the others. This is 48. No. Well, this would be 9, so that's 57. It's close. What if I play floating orbs? 41. This would be 61? No, 61 plus 6. Because of the strength, so 67. Not quite enough. Just a couple off. Right? Yeah, 67. We needed 69 at least. At least we can get rid of this front guy in full block. And we can play one more card. We get another 20 block next turn, so I didn't see the need to play Spirit Shield. Curl up. Also, we have Multi-Beam and Body Slam now. This will be 36 after Body Slam. That's 61. Okay. We're going to get another energy out of this, I guess. No need to do that. Do this to get our defend back quicker. And hopefully we'll be able to kill both these this turn. Wow. A lot of strength. Ruby, do we have any open? No, we don't. Don't need recover, don't need evasive protocol. Alright, skip again. Getting a fight as our question mark still kind of sucks. Only way to full block here is with both defends. Alright. Okay. What was that power? Revenge protocol? Yeah, we should be fine. We still have Spheric Shield after all. Playing this would damage me back with Spiker, so we just want to do this. Not quite enough. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Oh, now there's Repulsor Plus. Interesting. Still don't think it's necessary, although the fact that it is upgraded makes it very tempting. Getting into play earlier would help quite a bit. I think with our stasis setup, though, we might be fine without a second repulsor. We need we would just need the repulsor to mitigate curses so we get better hands, but Stasis is already doing that a fair amount. I think I want... What do I want here? I think I want block the next couple turns. Do I also want Revenge Protocol? I'd be able to go into defensive in 2 turns? Next turn could be the big hit, is the problem. It's either Body Slam or Revenge Protocol. I think Revenge Protocol is going to be more important for now. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of our problem here. Now we're getting hit for 30. Can't go into defensive. Am I willing to take 14? Yeah, we have campfires that we can only rest at, so... I'm going to take the risk here, because I don't think we absolutely need Shield Charger, and it would just be kind of helpful. Body Slam? We got Body Slam. Will we get another? No. $77. And now we're gonna have a bunch of block for next turn. Time Sifter? Yep. And we're back in defensive even. Alright. Resilient Plate Plus. Also very interesting. Act 3, we're going to be up against Defect, Watcher, and Ironclad, I believe. Yeah, I know Ironclad for a fact because that was Act 1. I think it was Watcher Act 2. Yeah, I don't remember fighting Silent. So yeah, it was definitely Ironclad, Watcher, and Defect. Ironclad Act 4, in the Elite fight, can play Bash against you to make you vulnerable. Also, Niao periodically debuffs you, so having a way to reduce debuffs is not bad. I guess I should have thought of that earlier on in this series. Another good reason to take a debuff reduction card. I think especially with Ironclad in play in Act 4, though, a debuff reduction card can be really good. Problem is, we might... Is there actually a better one than this? How many cards actually reduce debuffs? There's Onyx, obviously, but that's a rare. There's also the two other cards. It's like Ancient Power Plus and Overload Plus. I don't think there's many others, but I could be incorrect. Finding one of 3 uncommons or a rare in a single act, I think, is a little bit what's the word I'm thinking of here? Inconsistent. That being said, having a repeatable way of gaining Brace is also kind of nice. Like, we're going to want to delay playing Spirit Shield and Shield Charger because of Niao's big hit on turn 8, just like we had last episode. Niao had the Ironclad Watcher combination. Something is telling me to take this card. I don't really feel great about it, but I think I might need it. This guy still has a lot of HP left. Alright, let's do some damage. Maybe we get Body Slam next turn. I'm definitely hoping for it. Okay, we got one. I think we are going to want to put stuff in stasis. So, let's do that now. Alright. Better chances of hitting Body Slam. Wow, we actually hit it. Amazing. And we're going to play that for an extra strength and block. Bam, bam. Wow, that was a lot of damage. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Body Slam is usually way too strong on this character. It should be getting a nerf at the next patch or so in the future. I think is a fairer assessment. 38, can we do it? We might. I don't think this helps. Yeah, just barely. By 15 damage. And now we don't have to hit the other shop later if we don't want to. Okay, there's our... Great, I'm glad we have that rare. If this was earlier in the game and we had the Time Sifter, I might consider taking this, but that's not what's going on here at all. Also hurts to pass up an Amethyst, one of my favorite gems. But, no thanks. We do have to keep in mind our last key, so we do need to save 100, or at least save enough to get 100 by the time we hit this campfire. If we take these, it's like, and this, that's 90-ish. Probably round down to 70 just to be safe, so I only need to keep 30 gold. Cool. Gelatinous Cube I don't think does anything at this point, except maybe against Nemesis, but we still have Repulsor, so that's basically okay. We definitely want Potion Belt at this point. I don't think we want any of the potions, but Potion Belt will certainly be good. Maybe now we buy Automa Beam? I think we had one earlier this run, but I could be remembering an earlier run. I'm thinking about it specifically for Reptomancer. Let's remove another card, maybe? Could remove Defend. It's not doing too much right now. We're relying a lot more on going into defensive mode for our block. So getting to our other cards quicker is a pretty big deal. Could also take an Orrery. I think Ori at this stage in the game is a little bit weird, but it could be worth it. What would we even be looking for? Another Sphere Shield, maybe? Just some other big block card, really. Maybe another Revenge Protocol would be fine to go into defensive faster. Since we just hit our rare, our rare chances will be pretty low for the Orrery. I'm not exactly sure how rare chance affects Orrery. I'm not sure if each card reward is generated individually and the rare chance resets in the middle of it, or if it applies to all the Orrery at once. I believe I was told that it applies to all of the Orrery at once. By a reputable source. Let's definitely take this card remove, though. I absolutely certainly needs to be a Defend. No, but it's good enough. I do think I need this, just in case. And I'm going to save the rest of the gold for later. Maybe we'll get some better relics. Here's Nemesis. Oh, and it's using its debuff turn 1. Excuse me. I don't know if you heard that. Definitely want... This is an interesting question. Do I play Spheric Shield in case Nemesis does their big attack next turn, the 45? I'm gaining 9 block currently from it, from Charge Up. I would definitely do it because I have a chance of Body Slam, but it's going to be intangible next turn. It's not actually that good. I think this is definitely going into stasis. We get 9 block next turn. We've already played our power, so we got our 6 block from Tricky's Bolster Rod. We have defense for 6. We don't really have a way to go into defensive at the moment. At least not in command. In our draw pile. Curl Up plus Resilient Plate is not enough. If I still could upgrade, I'd upgrade Curl Up, but I can't. Shield Charger. There's these two and Temporal Shield, basically. And I think I have to do this just for safety. It sucks, but maybe it'll pay off. Hopefully it will, in fact. I would hate to lose all the block. Wow, alright, we got it. And there's Body Slam right on cue to do absolutely nothing. I'm so happy. At least we got Body Slam with 22 block. Oh, and I can play Curl Up for even more. Alright, let's play Planning first. So that when we play Curl Up, we don't accidentally put something into stasis. Just play all of these. 39, that's not bad. Do your big attack again. I want to block it. Okay, 7 times 3 is not bad. Alright, drawing 3 of the burns now is perfectly fine. Alright, let's get some good damage down. Debuffing again, wow. Okay, put a burn into stasis. We will be able to go into defensive again because of Resilient Plate. We are guaranteed to exhaust that burn and draw another card. Alright, we're making it. We're still alive. 7 times 3, that's manageable, I believe. Okay, so we have nothing in our draw pile right now, which means that I think we want to play the cards that we want to put into stasis, or at least reshuffle into our discard. I guess that also means taking Body Slam. Maybe it's better to shuffle without, since I don't have much block left. Just go full damage. This exhausts, so I can't put it in the discard. I think this is the last time I'm going to be playing Resilient Plate. So I'm going to just... I should have played Planning first, whatever. We hit 2 defense. I guess that can be good. Do I want to take 1 less energy next turn? I think if we draw multi-beam, we're going to need all the damage we can get, so let's just leave it as is. Alright, multi-beam, please. Thank you. Okay, that was a little bit scary, but overall we still won without taking damage. Smoke Bomb? Gem Finder, hello. This is not the card we need to reduce debuffs. Oh yeah, I forgot, since we have Fusion Hammer, we'd be relying on random upgrades as well to get those debuff reduction cards. Yeah, Gem Finder's gonna do nothing. I don't think I want Overload. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I can't upgrade it for debuff reduction, so I'd be lowering my draw for the next turn by 2. That's unavoidable. But maybe the burst draw is perfectly fine if I can set up enough stuff. I don't trust it, to be honest. Maybe I should, though. You know what? We're here to make some interesting decisions. Let's take it. Let's see if we can make it work. This is our act chest, so I'm going to be taking this. This would put a card into stasis if we have no cards in stasis. Definitely a lot better in the early game, so you can build around it. Sometimes you can get lucky and get it whenever you aren't doing much with stasis. we are, so it's kind of a useless relic, and we need the key anyways. So that's great. I'm going to take extra fights here over a campfire, because we're going to have to rest here anyways. We don't have a choice. So now we got to beat up this guy. Charge core, temporal shield. Nice combo. I would really like to be able to put something into... I would like to play one of, like, this or that. I guess I could have played Revenge Protocol before playing. The other card would be 18 versus 17. I guess I take one more damage if I do it now. I think getting this into play is really important. So, I'm going to do that now. Oh, body slams here, hello. And not my block cards. This would be 40. Do I just smoke bomb this fight? This means I take 0, so I might as well just do this now. And then we can decide this turn. We have 1 less energy, so that makes things a bit harder as well. Going into defensive, gives us 36 block. We can do this and this for 5 more damage, and then we take 15. Now I'm out of here. The bush rolls away. Alright, fight instead. Okay, this is good, because now I can draw Resilient. Well, Resilient Plate only removes 2 damage from the debuff, instead of the whole debuff. I think I want Shield Charger in instead. Better use of my energy, and it blocks for more. Yeah, we're gonna take a bunch of damage here. 35 incoming versus 19, 16 damage. We could use Gambler's Brew now. What hits do we have? We have Spirit Shield. Defends. Maybe Planning. Curl Up. Really looking for Curl Up or Spirit Shield just for the block. Like about a 50-50 to hit. 50-50 to save 16. Alright, I'll take those odds. And we hit. Great. And we hit for next turn too. Makes it all worth it. I think I kind of want to keep Curl Up out so I can go back into defensive next turn. We'll have 4 brace from this and 10 from that. I didn't realize I'd still be taking damage like this, but I guess it's only 3, so it's fine. Get Centennial Pillar. Cool. energy potion. Oh wow, we hit Ancient Power Plus. That's amazing. It's not good anymore because we have because we took Resilient Plate Plus, but I'm amazed that we actually hit it. Roll Attack Plus is interesting for more brace, but I think we can still do better. I think we want an actual block card. Yeah, there's Eternal Feather going off. Maybe I didn't need to use the potion because I was healing up so much. I forgot I had this. On the bright side, we did get our card remove. Someone do it. And I think I am going to remove a Defend again. This is starting to get a bit hairy, but I think it's still worth doing. Alright. I will do that this time. It might have been better to just play the multi-beam. We have the other body slam coming up? We do. I think we want to keep the Spirit Shield for later turns. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Being put into defensive now is great, because next turn it's going to be the big attack. I think I want to play all of my damage if I can. Although I can't, because Twin Slam is 2 energy, Atomic Beam is 2 energy, and Charge Core and Body Slam are both 1. I guess I can just play 1 Twin Slam, and not the second Slam. Get all the rest of the damage out. How much damage does these all do? Okay, this is the least. Always want to end with your highest damaging card for the highest multiplier. That's half his HP. We get another Body Slam. Okay, we got another Body Slam. Okay, there's a very, very good chance that we hit our other Body Slam now, which I think means we just win. Yeah, okay, that wasn't bad. Preserved Insect is awesome. Gem Fighter is back again, for some reason. Skip. Guess we're healing. Okay, we just didn't hit Reptimancer. That's fine. I still think the Atomic Beam was worth doing, just in case. The fact that we're not... The fact that this guy is debuffing so much scares me, though. I think we're going to try and get closer to defensive mode. It still did 5 damage, so we only lost 5. And by the time Shield Charger finishes charging, we'll fully be in defensive. In fact, I don't think we even need to use Curl Up right now. We take 2 damage, yeah? Yeah. So I'm going to just play the rest of these. And that means that we get Atomic Beam out next turn, whenever it's not intangible, instead of the turn after. Which is really not good news. Really, really good news. Can I kill this turn? I mean, if I could get into defensive, I probably could. What if we try to do that? Actually, we don't need to care. We already do enough. Oh, baby. Alright. Hey, Quartz is here. Do we need to care about that? I mean, if we find and exploit gems or something, then I'm taking it. You can't go wrong taking this card. So, what do we want first? Revenge Protocol, Repulsor, Time Sifter? I think Floating Orbs can wait for sure. Repulsor will definitely be nice in Act 4. I don't think Time Sifter is so important that we need it turn 1. Sorry about the noise. I'm realizing that my computer's overheating, so I'm trying to get it onto a cooler surface. There we go. Revenge Protocol is very important for the early brace counter. Being able to go into defensive quicker means that we won't take so much damage to certain fights. But at the same time, maybe we want to anyways, to get the brace counter up. I think the way to beat Meow is actually not to block the first few hits, to naturally increase the brace counter. Hitting Revenge Protocol is actually kind of important. But then again, Repulsor can get us to Revenge Protocol quicker. Depends on how scared I am of the curses. But I think I'm not that scared because of the stasis and everything that we've been doing so far. But getting Repulsor late kind of sucks. That being said, we do also have Bag of Prep, so we don't want to put a high cost card into our hand in the first turn, or at least it's worse to do so. Getting Revenge Protocol is cheap, and on 5 energy we would be able to play most of the cards, I think. Tough decision. Revenge Protocol is also really good for Defect 3. Maybe not really good, but it actually opens up the possibility of us going into defensive on turn 2 if we miss Spheric Shield. If we miss Spheric Shield, we still can hit Curl Up and Resilient Plate to give us 18 brace plus the 5 from Revenge Protocol. I think I'm going to try this. Repulsor would be like the choice that I take most often, but I think Revenge Protocol is at least just as important. I'm going into Act 4 with 300 gold. 300, maybe like 320-ish. 325. I don't really know the odds of us actually hitting something good here. If we were on a lower Ascension where this still costs 10, I would take it, but this is really steep. I don't really think we need colorless cards right now. We actually have draw and defense sort of handled already, and that's usually what you're looking for with colorless cards this late. You're looking for like Dark Shackles, you're looking for one of the secret cards, you're looking for Master of Strategy. Maybe Apotheosis. Apotheosis would be pretty good here, considering our Fusion Hammer. That might actually be a compelling case, but rare chances on this event are not affected by common cards like normal card rewards are. This is completely independent, and it's a static thing. I think it's like 30%. I don't remember exactly, but the chances of us actually getting an Apotheosis is really, really low. There's a lot of rare colorless cards, and Apotheosis is just one of them. What other good ones are there even? Not a lot. We actually have a decent number of attacks, so Impatience wouldn't even be good. We got Twin Slam, Multi-Beam, both the Body Slams, Charge Core, and Atoma Beam. So, like, it would only really be good after the first cycle. And after the first cycle, our deck is really small anyways. So we'd be cycling through it pretty fast. Yeah, I think we skip this. Again, we'll find a time where we want to try it out later in this series. Oh hey, we got Resilient Plate this turn. Oh yeah, I could get it turn 1 or turn 2, and it would have some decent chances. In fact, let's go for that right now. Let's get all of these in play, actually. Do I want Time Sifter immediately? I don't think so. I think I want the damage from Floating Orbs. Time Sifter would make Charge Up come out instantly for the 2 strength and the 16 block. If I play Atama Beam, I lose 9 block to this. I guess I did actually need the block. I wasn't expecting this to attack. I wasn't expecting either of these to attack, but I guess even if they both have small odds, they add up to be maybe around a 50-50. I'm kind of guessing here. If I don't play Atama Beam, I take 9 damage from Spirit Guardian and then go into defensive for next turn. If I do play Atama Beam, I take 9 damage, lose the block. But then I get 2 block from Metallicize, and then I take exactly 7 to go into defensive. I think that's actually fine. Let's do this, put Shield Charger in. We'll have plenty of block for next turn. I get rid of Repulsor. I guess we go into defensive now. Actually, just block for 20. No need to take damage to go into defensive if you can just do it immediately. And by the way, that was all thanks to the bottle of Revenge Protocol. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been able to go into defensive. I would have been down to brace. All right, I'll do this. And we should be able to kill Spirit Guardian now. Seventh strength while we're in defensive. It's pretty good. Don't want any of these. Actually, Incinerate could be cool, but again, one cost common attacks. Not high on my... Not high on my my tier list at this point in the game. I will play this, and I'm definitely playing Spirit Shield. I get how much block next turn? Another 10, right? There was one time I feel like I got 20. Now I'm not so sure, but I'm gonna have plenty of block for next turn. Do I play the charge up, or do I play curl up? I mean, I could play both. And Body Slam does nothing here because it has buffer. I mean, it's better to get this out now than later, right? Let's just do this. Oh, I didn't realize... Oh, letter opener. I could have played Body Slam. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Oh, I probably gained 20 block that one time because I had Shield Charger and Stasis. Oh, well, this is fine. This is how much we got. 61. No, not 57. 57 damage incoming. We already block it fully, which is great. 9. Do I really want to draw a card here? I don't think I do. I just want to do damage with Body Slam. Multi-beam. Yeah, if you can survive this turn, you can win. Win the fight pretty easily. As long as you don't, like, run out of stuff. Because, like, there is this turn later where it's Barrage with 3 orbs. That gets a little bit hairy. At least I think it's 3 orbs at that point. Okay, check this out. We get to keep 2 Thorns. Wow. Also a good turn to have Thorns, even. Taking 23. No, I think I'm still gonna do this. It'll be fine. We should give him 1 more strength so I could go into defensive more easily. Whatever. We'll just take the damage. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered, would it? Oh well. Because that second multi-attack actually hits all at once rather than in steps like cards usually do. Alright. Orb Slam to do a ton of damage in defensive now. What else do we want to play here? I don't think I want to play any more powers. I think we do this and these. Which gives us just enough block for this turn. 8 and 8. I should have looked at that earlier, but it worked out. It didn't work out for some... Why is this 8 and that's 10? This looks like a bug. That's not right. Why is this 10? He has 5 focus. It should be 8. Whatever. Whatever. If it happens, it happens. I'm getting rid of Mud this weekend. Can I actually kill... No, not yet. Well, we know that that's going to do the actual damage it's saying, so that's 18 plus 18 is 36. I think we can put something defensive. Okay, so now this is 30, which means Temporal Shield should be enough. Yeah, that's not just a visual bug, it's doing that actual damage. I've never seen that bug before. I have no idea why this is doing that. Okay, so this is 36 again. Let's do some more damage. Okay. I was expecting something like that might happen. Do 35, that's fine. You enjoy cheating your extra HP out of me? I'm not actually salty, it's perfectly fine. It's all just to attempt to be funny. Alright, we won. Now we fight the merchant again. Let's get that defensive mode up. Let's draw a card as well. Okay. So now what do we want to do here? If we go into defensive next turn, then we'll have enough for the turn, enough block for the turn after. I don't think we need to play Body Slam yet, so I gotta get my power into play. I wonder how much I've actually needed this overload. I've used it like twice. Maybe that was enough. Because I think it was useful in the Nemesis fight. 7? 7. Okay, so this plus... Okay, so we're gonna get 4 from this and 5 from that, so we'll have enough for next turn. I could even Time Sifter to get us an extra 10 block, that sounds reasonable. And nothing we do here is going to do damage, so I'm just going to play this Repulsor, get out of the deck. We don't keep any... block for next turn because we weren't in defensive. I could play the Spheric Shield and Curl Up to stay in defensive an extra turn. And with how much we're doing with Body Slams right now, that seems like a decent idea. Okay, we got Twin Slam in there. That's good, I guess. Okay, then we can put just one card in to Stasis, and then not put any of the Body Slams in. Which is good, because we don't want to, we don't want to waste the Body Slams. We want to use them as soon as we can. Resilient Plate coming up, I would like to get rid of that. Okay, we play Overload, it'll be here. Which we'll definitely be doing. Alright, and we can even get rid of the drawdown debuff. Cool. A lot of damage. It's still early in the fight, so we're gonna have to survive for the rest, but we haven't played Spheric Shield yet, so that's another good thing. Going to defensive again, I think. Okay, so this is only 41, which means we'll have more than enough block. I don't think we need to keep the defend, so we're just going to go into defensive again. We are going to defensive at a very surprising rate. So I'm very happy about how this is going. Oh wait, we did play Spheric Shield. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. But, I mean, even though we played it, we were still going into defensive very quickly. Without... Why are these body slams down there? Even with the increased brace costs. We could full block this bomb, but I feel like doing the damage is going to be a lot more important here. What have we got coming up? Alright, we'll play the planning, like I was planning. Okay, we only draw 3 next turn. I guess if it's those 3, it's okay. Although I hope it's not too much damage. We're going to get Resilient Plate back, so we won't have these debuffs. Or the Vulnerable, specifically. Yeah, that's good. Is this enough to kill? Yes, it is. Okay, didn't need to worry about it. Cool. Made it out of the act. 1989. Wonder if we would have been able to perfect that defect fight. And that would have gotten us over 2,000 points. Alright. Preserved Insect doing its job very nicely. Good turn for Bewildered? Maybe? I don't really want to play it, so I could make use of it and just play the planning right now. What do we hit? Spirit Shield on 1 is nice. Then I play Revenge Protocol. So I have a couple options here. I could play Revenge Protocol, Resilient Plate, or I could play Charge Core and gain an extra draw for 4 turns because of its different cost. Actually kind of low rolled on Secco there. It's just we just got a normal roll with Spirit Shield. Is this 36 exactly? I feel like we want to go back into defensive quickly, so I don't think we can afford to play Charge Core here. At least we do 5 damage to everyone. I wonder if using Liquid Bronze here would have been a good idea. I forgot to play that first, that's fine though. I think we want to kill Defect first. Actually, maybe not, because our damage source is Body Slams. But I guess we also have Multi-Beam. If we use the Liquid Bronze, actually, that would perfectly handle Buffer. So yeah, I'm going to just do this now. It's a turn late, but it's okay. Definitely doing these 3, I think. So we're going to go for Defect. Even though he can't be vulnerable right now. Okay, going to defensive soon. Now? Probably now. Oh, I definitely know this isn't enough for this hit, but I probably still want to use this in case we get good potions in the shop. Free up the potion slots. We could also get one from this fight. I think we could technically stand to lose HP here or at the Niao fight, it shouldn't matter. But I think I'm going to just do this now. Especially since it does more damage with Body Slam. Alright, Multi-Beam, you're up. How did I heal? I thought I had less... No, I walked in with 81 because of Blood Vial. Okay. Another thing we could do here is just specifically use Body Slam before Multi-Beam. This hits for 10 twice, so we only need to hit him twice. Sorry, it hits for 10 X times, just need to hit him twice. Floating orbs. charge up. We hit him with the body slam and then multi-beam. Oh yeah, we have Gremlin Horn. Oh, Bewildered? Okay, charge core at 0 is not bad. Get rid of buffer, please. Cool. And now you get rid of your other buffer, just like we planned. I don't know if that actually made a difference, but okay. Zillion plate is here. Get rid of all of our debuffs. Maybe I could have played Twin Slam once. I don't think it matters. I was just thinking that for keeping Thorns. She's doing a lot of blocking. Also, I have a lot of strength. Oh yeah, 2, that's from Ironclad. Maybe 3 even? Yeah, it's 3. Never mind. Zero damage, 8 block. Sorry, 0 damage, 0 energy, 8 damage. I'm all over the place. Go back into defensive for body slam. Keep the vulnerable on. I don't think we can kill this turn, right? No, actually, this kills right now. 125. I'm surprised I had that much damage, but I guess it's just like that. I don't know how often that's going to go off, but it'll be interesting to see. Second floating orbs? I mean, since I have a shuriken, sure. Like, that's a very compelling argument you make. Also, we're not dealing with silent buff Niao. Ooh, fossilized helix, huh? Arumba's pocket sentry. I don't know what turn that would be on. I don't know if it would hit the weaken on Niao's divinity turn or not. I think it attacks first. So attacking turn 1 means it debuffs turn 2, which means it's always weakening on even turns, which means Niao would get hit with the weaken. There's also Chemex here, which is funny. I don't think I need Chemex. Maybe another time. I think I had a Chemex run once as this character. Also, none of the cards look particularly appealing. I could definitely afford to buy this and 1 potion. Be leaving you with 75 gold, just enough for 1. Which would probably be a block potion. I think Fossilized Helix goes against our current plan. Our current plan is to just make use of Brace as much as possible, and a part of that is using our HP in order to do so. I think we would lose this very quickly. Niao's first attack is 18. We can block for 20 with defensive, but it's not guaranteed at all. Also, we wouldn't be able to buy a potion. So I think I'm going to take this risk. This says, what number? I can't see behind the recording thing. I bet it says 0, though. I think that does mean it's going to be attacking. 75 gold. I already have Spiked Energy Drink and Energy Potion, which will both be very useful on turns that I draw a bunch of cards, including turn 1. So yeah, we're just going to stick with Block Potion as planned. Go here, heal for 0. This Fusion Hammer has been a surprisingly punishing pick with Eternal Feather. Maybe I should have thought of that, but I think we needed the energy, and that was the only pick we had. I don't 100% remember. That was yesterday. All right, let's win this. I can live with doing that. Yeah. Not much else to do this turn. A little bit sad. We didn't even have the opportunity to draw more, so we're just gonna have to deal with whatever we get dealt here. Oh, we got Haunted and Bewildered. I would like to play all of these. I guess if we low roll, we still have a potion to bail us out, so let's just use Resilient Plate. 1 and 3, okay. It's ethereal. I should probably just use it. Do I have expensive cards coming up? Shield Charger doesn't count. Repulsor, yes. Okay, we're gonna play Spirit Shield. And use this. Okay. I hate you, Haunted. I also love you. It's a love-hate relationship. You showing up with the Bewildered was very sad. Actually, maybe it was Atoma Being's fault. Huh? Gave us one less energy. That's fine, though. I think doing that was perfectly fine. So we did go into defensive early. I think that was unavoidable. I don't think we should play Shield Charger yet. I still want to use our HP strat, and then save this for going to defensive when we need it more. Right before the Divinity turn. I'm noticing that she's weakened right now, which I guess means that it weakens on on odd turns. Well, okay. I guess that's just how it's gonna be. Alright, Repulsor. Do we draw a card here? Yeah, we don't have any bad hits. In fact, we can just get rid of that now. Awesome. Do I even want to use Curl Up right now? I don't think I do. Or do I? If I don't use it now, I'm going to go to defensive 2 turns from now. Which would be the turn right before her buff. So I'd have to go into defensive a second time in order to keep the block for... her big attack. Maybe I should play Curl Up now to get more brace in preparation for that turn. Alright. Not ideal, but it's still there. Alright. So defects buffer shouldn't matter at all with our floating orbs. At least in theory. Alright, I'm going to put Shield Charger in now. I play Body Slam. We're going to keep things moving. We need more Brace. Which should be possible if we take some of this hit. Definitely want to do the damage here. We have something important coming up. Resilient Plate, 2 and 3 if we use Planning. I guess it's still okay. Oh, we even missed it completely. That's perfect. I'm taking 23 right now. That's like perfect to go into defensive, but I don't want to right now, so I'm going to play defend. Oh, that means I don't play Curl Up, do I? Because taking 13 now, then 2 turns I'll go into defensive or something. Oh no, I'll go into defensive next turn with Resilient Plate. So yeah, we just do this. We just ignore Curl Up completely right now. Control our defensive mode. Oh, it wasn't even needed. We had a... Oh! Okay, so this is a weird quirk about Stasis. If you have a full hand before the Stasis card is able to come out, it won't. And even though this is volatile, I guess I'll just leave it there. Volatile, which means that it exhausts whenever it leaves Stasis. Technically, since I had no hand space, it stays there, which is really weird. Probably a bug, but hey, not gonna complain when it happens in my favor, that's for sure. Let's get some Thorns, I guess, and some vulnerable. Forgot about Shuriken. Probably could have done a bit more damage if I had planned it. Second Slam to give us more vulnerable is also a good idea. Perfect. I don't think I checked her invincible counter. Alright. Get absolutely wrecked, Meow. I have 55 block. Oh, will I be able to get more? Well, I mean, I have this. Doesn't look like I'll be able to draw back to Resilient Plate, but that's fine. We blocked a lot of this hit. In fact, I'm perfectly fine doing this. We're just gonna leave Icky as is. Take 9 damage from Meow's big hit. I forgot that one of our body slams was ethereal. Okay, so we take damage here again, but that's fine. We're still alive, and that's all that matters in this fight. Doesn't matter how much HP, the only one that matters is the last one. GG. 2-20-22. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's get back to our run history. Let's see what there's left to talk about before we end off the episode. Don't crash on me, please. I know for a fact this is not my computer doing this. My computer is definitely good enough to run this normally. It's just something about one of the mods, whether mod the Spire, base mod, STS lib, or downfall itself. I don't think it's downfall, but something is causing us to have a lot of lag issues. Alright. So, another Ironclad 1 start, third one of the series. This is only episode 7, that's a lot actually. Ironclad being a little bit overrepresented, at least so far. But you know what, I don't mind. We won, we beat him, we didn't boss swap, we kept our bronze gear in order to properly prepare for the fight. Did I buy this at the first shop? No, where did I get this? Oh, I got it from Niao, or the Heart, I guess, as the random common relic. Turned out to be very useful for min-maxing at least. Give us the extra block and strength for both our body slams and just for survival purposes. The Revenge Protocol that we ended up taking early on ended up being a very valuable asset. Bracing for 5 every turn is, in my book, good enough to take power. The strength from it was useful at times, but it was definitely a side benefit more than the main attraction. Where did we get that? Probably earlier than this, right? We got Spirit Shield here. I honestly don't remember where we got it. Gonna find it. Maybe it wasn't actually. No, it was here. It was here. I completely missed it. It was with the Gremlin Horn. I got too sidetracked by the Gremlin Horn there. But yeah, actually a lot of rares this early. We got Spirit Shield here from the fight. Then we got Revenge Protocol from that. And we got Time Sifter at the end of the boss. In fact, all 3 of our rares in this game were in Act 1. We didn't get a single one in Act 2 or Act 3. Didn't take any of them from the boss. They were all bad in my opinion. And I didn't get anything there either. And yeah, overall, removing defense, because we just were using defensive mode to go into, to defend, was a really effective strategy. Not having a lot of block cards wasn't really a hindrance. we were able to handle everything pretty much just by going into defensive mode. And that was actually made possible by bronze gear most of the time. The extra 10 block from our first time going into defensive was really useful in a lot of scenarios with this deck that we built and not having any defensive cards. We were able to, and despite not having the defensive cards, us being able to go back into defensive whenever we needed to was perfect, and was perfectly fine for our body slams. There was also, I guess, the fact that we had Charge Up Plus and Shield Charger to help out with our block system. But yeah, overall, the passive block and brace combination just made our deck strong enough. Didn't actually need the Atama Beam, it was just kind of there. We completely didn't need it, in hindsight anyway. If we'd fought Reptomancer, it probably would have been good. I think the energy downside, where it takes away an energy from you next turn, was actually a bigger, had a bigger effect on this run than its upside, which was weird. Second floating orbs was cool, but maybe not necessary. I think it probably did a decent amount of damage. I just didn't notice it. We also didn't really get to take a lot of HP damage like I thought we would. Maybe I should have let the Spheric Shield just exhaust. Maybe I didn't need to play it because it was ethereal, and then we would be able to go into defensive mode a lot easier. That being said, I was able to control our defensive mode pretty well in the Niao fight with our Resilient Plate Plus and our Curl Up. I am glad that I took this in hindsight. The quartz was just there. Yeah, I think this was a fairly interesting deck. Twin Slam again got a pretty good combination with its thorns and what did we get this time? Man, I completely forget. It was Garnet. Yeah, Garnet is another one of my favorites to put into Twin Slam for the extra vulnerable. Another key player there. I guess Temporal Shield I took because of blocking problems, but I'm not actually sure how much it helped. It ended up just being like a shrug it off, but even then it was kind of hard to use. Yeah, not much else to say here. I think I forgot to use my energy potion on, and it might have made a difference in the Niao fight. Maybe I could have taken less damage if I used it on a multi-beam. But, you know, small things to think about. Yeah, overall, I think this was a pretty good run. I'm pleased with the outset. I learned something valuable about Pocket Sentry, that it weakens as soon as you get it, which is really sad. At least for this time. Maybe it makes a lot more sense in general. Alright, so that's going to be it from me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you again in future ones. See you later.